what's going on, everybody? This is John J Gaming on the mic here, coming at you with a brand new episode of the Coach Grossman Dynasty here on NCAA 14, featuring that college football revamp, and we take on one of the new bottom feeders, I should say, of the American Conference, as UAB. They are in their first year in the American, and they're not looking that good, man. 1-6 overall with a 1-4 conference record. They're only a C+ overall squad with a C offense and a B- defense. We got a B+ overall team, B+ offense, A- defense to go with it. They have the worst offense in FBS college football, averaging 13 points a game. But you never know, man. Any given Sunday, that's usually how I always rock with it, man. So even though this could be a double header, it could end up going that way. Depending on how this UAB ends up going for us, we don't want to take them for granted, and we want to make sure that we take care of business. So guys, no matter what happens in this episode, it's gonna be a good one. Make sure you smash that like button for me, and if you're brand new to the channel as well, make sure you hit that subscribe button on top of that. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. I'll see you on the field. So let's go ahead and get things underway as we surprisingly go 3-and-out on our first possession. So the UAB offense is on the field. Let's look at Riley. Okay, I see you, my guy. 23-yard run to get things going. Hey, maybe this UAB team, maybe they come with a little bit of fight after all. This is their Super Bowl, honestly. If they lose this game, they will not be able to get themselves eligible for a bowl victory, as Derek Riley trying to pass it out over to that left-hand side, but that is going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 coming up as Riley is going to go ahead. It's a screenplay, though, and Kimbrough, he's loose, but look at that hit, though, by Kevin Lott. My man absolutely blew him up like a Christmas tree. And it's going to be 3rd and 5. Riley looking to make a play, looking for Fred Verrier to second. But I'm surprised he's not going to the hospital after that hit. That was a heartbreaking stop. And now we do have the football back, and we have one of the best quarterbacks in America at the helm. Timmy McClain under center. Let's see if he can lead us to a great first drive. As play action, 2nd and 1. McCain looking around. He's just going to go ahead and run himself as McClain. He ends up taking a shot himself, but will end up bouncing right back up. Is this another 1st and 10 for the USF Bulls? As we'll hand it off to Ben Archie for the first time today. Looking for some running room, and does manage to reach about the 45-yard line to get things going here. As you can check out his season stats from last year, he was fantastic as a backup. This is his first and probably only year as the starting tailback for the USF Bulls, and he's certainly making the most of it. That is something that I really love, the progression of Ben Archie. But a 3rd and short coming up as we hand it off again to Kevin Simmons, who fumbles the ball. Trey Myers does thankfully pick it back up for us, but man, that's tough. We had the first down, and we end up getting denied as well. But Ben Archie, he will at least pick up the first down for us, so we don't at least get forced off the field. But want to see better ball control from Kenneth Simmons. You know, don't want to see that happen again in the near future, as Kenneth Simmons will make up for it by picking up 11 yards on the ground, a first down for the USF Bulls. As that will get this for the team in the red zone for the first time today, as McQuaid has a lane. Can't get through into it in time, but a big gain, though, will set up 3rd and short inside the 5-yard line. Gonna go with the option play one more time. McClain with some space and finds the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Florida. And Timmy McClain led a fantastic drive, doing it all on the ground, basically. I don't think we passed the football one time in the entire drive, and yet we still found ourselves in the end zone nonetheless. And no surprises here. We're up 7-0 as Riley somehow get rid of that football. I don't know how he managed to nearly put that one on the running back, too. It wasn't even that far off from an incompletion. But a 2nd and 10 nonetheless as Riley fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it himself, though. Cuts it upfield and runs into Houston. But a first down for the UAB Blazers as we're into a crowd of about 50% capacity. No COVID restrictions here in, Legion Field. They're just a bad football team, and no one really wants to watch them. But, like I said, they are putting up quite a bit of a fight. Dare I say they might have a little bit of a nasty surprise for us? Well, we'll just have to wait and see what happens here. But Kimbrough is going to take it up the right-hand side. He's got a ton of space to work with. But a first down, nonetheless, for Michael Kimbrough. For the first time today, the UAB Blazers are in USF territory. And we're going to go deep downfield, and it's almost intercepted. Roosevelt McDonald, the freshman, had his hands on the football, but could not corral it in. So 3rd and long nonetheless, though, because of that incompletion, as Riley looking to attack downfield again on the right-hand side, and that is almost intercepted. They tried to go the other side, and that's why I'm really comfortable with blitzing as often as we do here. We can leave our corners on islands, and the vast majority of the time, they will win it. So we force a long field goal attempt, and what was even that? That might have been the worst field goal attempt I have ever seen. Not only did it not reach the goalpost, but, like, the goalpost wasn't even in view, right? So it probably one of the worst kicks I've seen, as we will go ahead and take this thing to the end of the first quarter. Yeah, just like that. In the first quarter, we're only up 7-0. So defense, they're doing their thing. They're doing a good job. But offensively, I need a little bit more, though. So we go ahead here and get our offense going once again. 3rd and short that they're facing. But Timmy McLean does end up getting some blocks. Nonetheless, a gain of 11 for our star QB. As it sets up yet another 1st and 10. McLean looking to move Sean Morris into motion. Play action. Dropping back. Facing pressure, run away, and gets it out to Spencer Tate. But he can't make the throw, and another slow start for this passing game. Only 1 for 4 on the day so far for a grand total of 4 yards. The running game has certainly been fantastic, but at the same time, I need so much more from our passing game. We cannot just, be one-dimensional on offense, as we do end up picking yet another first down for Timmy McLean. As we got another 1st and 10 coming up. Going to go with some load option action, as we'll bring Nate Steffens with us here. Right-hand side, looking for some space, and McLean puts the ball on the ground, and UAB is going to pick it up, breaks 1 tackle. One of our offensive linemen does come through with making a play on the football, but oh my goodness. Could that be potentially huge down the line? And UAB is going to go ahead and take control here as Riley sends one over the middle of the field to Fred Ferrier the second. And it's going to be good for a gain of 12. So now 2nd and 8 coming up here. Riley dropping back the pass. Looking. Runs out of time though as Derek Riley gets corralled down by Brandon Adams, who was blitzing from his linebacker position. Ran the perfect stunt, and, great reaction by Brandon Adams, but also nice job in coverage downfield, making sure nobody got open right away. As 3rd and 15, Riley actually going to try to load up here. And again, another incompletion. Again, leaving our guys on an island, making it really difficult to come down and, make these catches, these long gains, and that's basically like an incompletion before you even throw the ball, if you think you're going to try to go ahead and go deep on us here now. Let's see if we can get a drive of our own going, as we got a 3rd and 9 coming up. Going to go ahead and drop back with Timmy McLean. Got Trey Myers open over the middle of the field, but he can't bring it in. Another drop. The 2nd drop already in this game. It's just it's just been tough. It's been really tough to get going on with our passing attack at times. May need to make some adjustments on that side of the ball just to help out these receivers a little bit. Just, expect a little bit more out of them. As we do have 2nd and 5 coming up. As Riley is under shotgun. He will drop back. Kind of trying to attack downfield, but also almost intercepted. Jalen Stokes able to get his hands on this ball, but that's also dropped. And now Derek Riley only 3 for 10 on the day. Going to be asked to make a play. Riley over the middle. Finds Harris downfield. Gets away from Brandon Adams before he ends up getting blown up a little bit there. Big hit on that receiver. But no fumble despite of it. And UAB now once again in Southern Florida territory. Looking to tie this game up all of a sudden. It's still a really tight, really contested ball game. As 2nd and short ensues. Cox moved into motion. Going to go ahead. Hand it off to Kimbrough, though, and finds just enough space to pick up that first down. Kevin Lott will actually go ahead and make the tackle for us. So now 1st and 10 coming up. Riley undershot in the pistol again as Kimbrough gonna get plenty of running room. Good push by that offensive line. As Michael Kimbrough's been looking good on the ground early. Damn near 9 yards a carry. We'll see if they go to him again. They don't. Instead, it's a throw over to Fred Ferrier to 2nd. That will get the UAB Blazers into the red zone. As we approach the 3-minute mark here in this first half, as we're very close to seeing a UAB touchdown. As Riley looking right-hand side for Fred Ferrier to 2nd. But he drops the pass, though. And is going to end up being 2nd and long instead. As they look to try to throw again. Riley dropping back. Looking over the middle. Finds Fred Ferrier to 2nd in the end zone. Touchdown, Blazers. And one of the worst teams in college football. They have one of the worst offenses and one of the worst defensive units in college football. Y'all see the thumbnail, right? And it's all knotted up at 7 apiece. They're looking for a huge upset to keep their season alive. But it's our turn with the football now. UAB, they did a good job putting together a pretty methodical drive for sure. Let's see if we can respond with a touchdown of our own. As Timmy McClain will go ahead and hand things off to Kenneth Simmons, who doesn't put the football on the ground this time. That's a gain of 10 for him. Is now 2nd and inches coming up. Going to go ahead. Just keep it on the ground. Make it not too difficult. We can easily pick up this first down. How about that pancake, though? As Timmy McClain is able to get it to midfield before he is forced down. And Tim McClain's been making some things happen with the legs. 6 yards to carry. That's pretty good for a quarterback. And we can also finally say our receivers caught a football. Trey Myers, 14-yard grab. He had that huge drop earlier. And we finally got that to go for us. But now we're in the no huddle trying to target Trey Myers again. But one of our receivers got in the way. That kind of disrupted timing a little bit. So now 2nd and 10 comes up as McClain looks to his left. He's going to try to throw it to Spencer Tate. But he drops it as well. I know that was a little bit more difficult of a catch, but if the ball was in your hands, my guy, you got to make that catch for me at the end of the day, like straight up and down. But now McClain needs to make a play here on 3rd and 10, facing some pressure, looking around. He's going to try to run for the first down. Marker dives. And it's going to be just a couple yards shy. But you know what, though? Scared money don't make any money. We're going to go for it here on 4th down. McClain, 5 wide set. Looks over the middle. Finds Clarence Billings. His first catch of the game. And it's one that keeps our drive going. So that we can at least make sure we can at least get some points on the board here. As we throw to the right-hand side. Find Trey Myers. Almost managing to reach that first down marker. But will be just shy. As it will go ahead and set up 2nd and 1. As McClain under center. He's going to drop back. Looks to the right as Spencer Tate. We had the matchup, but another drop. These drops are killing us, man. I swear to God. So now 3rd and 1. Got to try to run for this first down. Going to look at Ben Archie to try to maybe set us up. Here is Ben Archie. Does not reach the first down marker. So we call a timeout, but you know what? We only need one more inch. I'm going for it. It might not be the best decision, but hey, you know what? We're going to do it. We already got one fourth down conversion. And we might have gotten a pretty generous spot. I actually did not know if we reached that first down marker. So I'm going to get to the line quickly, make sure the play gets off. And not only do we prevent the booth review, but also we're able to get into the end zone finally. Through the air, too. It's Tyler Ray able to get the touchdown. Took a big shot as he got that football. But touchdown is a touchdown. And we will end up with a 7-point lead going into the locker room. We'll see if we can play better in the second half so we can maybe get the backups in. Alright, so we are now back with some good old-fashioned second half action. As UAB, once again, man, they're still hanging tough. You know, we had the ball to start the second half, but couldn't do anything with it. But we do get this sack on Brandon Riley, as Brandon Adams actually had a really clean shot at him. I don't know how he doesn't fumble that football, but it is what it is, though. As Riley, he's going to take it off the pitch. He's going to get it out to Marcus on the outside, and he's going to be spinning his way down to a nice 10-yard gain. So the sack is negated, and then some. It's a manageable third down, 3rd and 4. Riley going to hand it off again to Kimbrough. Kimbrough got some space and just barely makes it to that first down marker. A brand new set of downs for the UAB Blazers to work with. This couple plays later, Riley in the pistol. He's going to go ahead. He's going to take it on a triple option. Kimbrough receiving that pitch, and it's another 10-yard gain. Another first down for UAB as they're closing in on field goal range. Their kicker, I mean, they're going to try to kick it pretty far with him now. You know, they're not going to bring that punter on the field very easily. That's for sure. But I'm sure these Blazers, they definitely want to go ahead and tie this game up as soon as possible. 2nd and 4. Marcus, the backup tailback. He's going to get some run. And runs into Kevin Lott, but not before a gain of 7. And another first down for the Blazers. Chilling outside of the red zone. Riley hands it off to Marcus again, and another big hole. What is going on with our defense here in the second half? We're letting a backup running back on a 1-6 football team start dicing us up. Nah, man, we can't be having any of that. Need a big play for Undeed now. Kimbrough does reach that first down marker, a gain of 3. So here we go, 2nd and 7 coming up. Riley under shotgun. He's going to get it out. Another triple option. Riley pitches it out to Thompson, and Thompson gets it into the end zone. Touchdown, Blazers. And oh my goodness, we might be in for a little bit of an upset alert, dare I say it. We're now tied with them here in the second half, man. We cannot play around with these guys. So this next possession here, gonna be big. We need Timmy McClain and the rest of his high-end talent, particularly our offensive line, to step up. As McClain, you know, couldn't complete that pass. So now it's 2nd and 10. We're gonna run it with Ben Archie, as Archie is able to move himself forward. A gain of 10 for him. It's now 2nd and 10 coming up. Going to try to set up a play action. McClain looking to his right. Finds Tyler Ray, and he does actually make the catch for us this time around. Tyler Ray, he's somebody to watch over, man. He has some talent on him now. You know, needs to, work on some things, but he could very well be an extremely talented wide receiver down the road as Ben Archie picks up the first down. Is now 2nd and 7 coming up. McClain, he's going to run it with Kenneth Simmons, as Simmons does manage to pick up a gain of 11 there. Another first down. And we're now chilling in the goal line, needing to respond. Trying to get this another touchdown. The board is Trey Myers. Wins off the out route and takes us into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls, baby. And just like that, we got this lead right back, and it's now a 21-14 game. So we got this back to a one-possession game, and we also forced UAB to go free now on their next possession. So We got a chance to really attack big downfield as we had a receiver wide but naked open. But we couldn't get it out to him because we were hit as we threw it. So now, 2nd and 10 coming up. McLean looks right again, finds Nathan Steffens, as he will go ahead and step out of bounds. But a gain of 8 nonetheless. Is now 3rd and short coming. McLean, play action. Looking to his right, finds a wide but naked open Spencer Tate. And that's an easy pitch and catch for the 1st down, plays like that, is what we need from our quarterback. Let's see if we can do the same with Spencer McLean. Looking over the middle is Trey Myers. Does make a nice catch. Another 1st down. The passing attack really starting to heat up. As we're going into the 4th quarter, things are still pretty airtight. It is anyone's game, so we got to make sure we take care of business in the 4th quarter so that we can go ahead and avoid the upset. So let's make sure we go ahead and do just that. As we come out in a slants pattern in the first play of the 4th quarter, McLean looks right. He's going to scramble. Going to try to throw it at the last seconds. But Tyler Ray stops his route. Wisely, you were open. You had a touchdown if you just kept going. But instead, it's 2nd and 10 going to the ground game. And look at Ben Archie. Foot race down the middle of the field. And it's going to be in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Florida. And how about that big time run by Ben Archie? Able to slice and dice the defense. Gets the blocking that he needs. And our biggest lead of the entire game so far. We are now up by 2 possessions. Now the pressure is on our defense to keep them out of the end zone so that we can really start pulling away here in this 4th quarter. We'll see if the Blazers are ready for the challenge to keep their season alive and remain potentially bowl eligible down the line, as Riley got some space to work with, does end up being brought down by Joe McCormick, despite the fact that he got a little bit turned around there. So now 2nd and long coming up as tight end does move into motion. Riley, play action, looks to his right, finds that same tight end that was put into motion. That was Robert Long. That's going to be able to slice and dice for the 1st down. As now, 1st and 10 again. Riley facing some pressure, and look who it is, Jamari Stewart. Using basketball moves to his way to the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? And Riley took a massive shot. Still in the game, though. Is now 2nd and 19. Riley needing to get in some of his yards. Zach dumps it off to Justin Marcus. You get a little bit past the original line of scrimmage. But still a 3rd and long nonetheless. And they have not been great here. 2 for 7 on the day. Let's make sure we make it 2 and 8 as Riley under shotgun, dropping back, facing a little bit of pressure though. Gonna have to dump it off, throws it downfield, and it's Fred Ferrier in a second. Who mosses Kevin Lott? And the UAB Blazers are right back into this game here in the 4th quarter. And what a throw by Derek Riley with players at his feet. And here we go now. We got ourselves a game all of a sudden as we went 3 and out on our next possession. So here we go. UAB has got a shot to actually tie this football game. Here we go. Less than 5 minutes left to play in the ball game. 3rd and long. Riley dropping back, facing a little bit of pressure. Going to try to throw one down the sideline. And Courtney Thompson. That would have been a catch in the NFL. And it's another huge 1st down for UAB, as we will see Taylor Riley getting lit up in the backfield. That was Eric Houston, our strong safety, that got him back big time. So now, another 3rd and long. Riley needing another big play, but he can't connect with his receiver, though. And surprisingly, UAB is going to settle for a field goal. Definitely a huge question mark, because then you'll still need the touchdown anyways. And that has to be pure karma, because the field goal ends up being missed in a painful fashion as well. As look at where this field goal ends up landing. It ends up doinking off the goalpost. So 3.5 minutes left in this game, and we have a chance now to go ahead and run some clock out, but our receiver isn't paying attention off the break. That should have been completed. But instead, it stops the clock. As we'll try to throw again on 2nd and 10, looking to the left. Finds Tyler Ray. He will be forced out of bounds, but a gain of 20. As we can now go ahead, start running some time off the clock. 2 clock, you already know it's on. McLean looking over the middle. If we would have just set the feet, that would have been a huge play. And instead, 3rd and 9. This is to preserve some timeouts. Archie breaks through 1 tackle. Can he get to the first down marker? No. And UAB starts using their timeouts. But when you got a chance to finish the team off, you got to take advantage. 4th and 1. Archie fighting. Gets to the first down marker somehow. Again, might have been another generous spot. You could let me know down in the comments if that was actually a first down or not. But for now, we're going to go ahead, take the knee. And it was certainly not how we wanted to play in this one. That was not a pretty performance by any stretch of the imagination. But we find a way to win again. That's just what we do. Hasn't been pretty since we got into American Conference play, but we just find ways to win. And we will still go ahead and remain undefeated in American Conference play. So not only did we not get the blowout that we were looking for, but we very well could have lost this game. This was a struggle for us, particularly on the offensive side of the ball. When you only throw for 126 yards against one of the worst defenses in college football, that is a monumental issue. Granted, we did a great job on the ground, 300 yards, couple touchdowns, but we just allowed UAB to hang around with us. And it was a game that they had to win in order to remain bowl or keep the opportunity to be bowl eligible line. But their season is likely done. We get to 5-2, but we got some issues to work out. So checking out the stats for our guys, like I said, not our best performance today. Timmy McLean, 13 for 27, 126 yards, 2 touchdowns. No mistakes besides the fumble, but that being said, don't know if it was a mix of the receivers or, if he was just seeing ghosts out there, but he was definitely not at his finest today. Ben Archivo absolutely crushed this rush defense, though. 26 carries, 175 yards, a touchdown to go with it. Tim McLean did end up contributing 18 carries for 87 yards and a touchdown as well. And Kenneth Simmons had a solid game besides the rush fumble, 5 for 37. Now, a lot of the reasons why I thought we really struggled today on offense was we had a ton of drops from our receivers. Trey Myers, he did have a touchdown grab, but he did have 2 drops today as well. Ended up going 5 for 47. Tyler Ray, the true freshman, he had a decent game, 3 for 47 and a touchdown. Ben Archie had a drop. And look at this, Spencer Tate, who's supposed to be our best receiver on the team, had 4 drops today. That is simply not acceptable. Definitely a rough game, and we got some things to work on in practice for sure. On the defensive side of the football, we allowed UAB, the worst offense in college football, to score 21 on us. So not good. Like, it wasn't a bad day, but it wasn't a good day either. Eric Houston led the team in tackles by a mile. He ended up with 11 in this one. UAB actually got some decent runs in. They only had a bunch of people with 5 tackles. Brandon Adams, Grady Nugent, Kevin Lott, and Jalen Stokes. We did get to this quarterback quite a bit, though. Brandon Adams did have a couple of sacks, and Jamari Stewart, our All-American pass rusher, he had a sack as well. But that being said, no turnovers forced, and we're going to have to play better if we're going to consistently beat better teams, because right now we are looking real vulnerable right now. I'll tell you that right now. So even though it hasn't been as pretty as I've wanted it to be, we still find a way to win. In next episode, we'll have to do the exact same thing, taking on a solid Charlotte 49ers squad. They're 4-3. They're also, they're decent, 1-2 in conference play. This is a solid football team, and we can't take them for granted like we just did with UAB. It almost cost us big time. But with that being said, if you did go ahead and enjoy that content, do me a favor, smash that like button, hit subscribe if you have to be brand new. This is John J. Gaming on the mic, signing off. I'm hoping you're all out there having a good one. Take care, everybody.